Family Portrait is a novel based on the Spy X Family series. I would have loved it if they put a warning page at the end saying, "You're reading the wrong way! This book is read from left to right!"
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
Each story is about 40 pages long. In the first story, Anya's class goes camping. She and Damian get lost together. They hide in a cave during a thunderstorm, where he reluctantly comforts her. The teachers decide not to give them a nitrous bolt, because that would ruin the main series continuity. In the second story, Yuri has creepy thoughts about his sister. He's creepy enough in the manga, but when you can actually read his thoughts, it's even creepier. Even if she was his girlfriend and not his sister, he would still come across as weird and obsessive. I feel bad for Anya, because she has to hear this stuff all the time. Due to an emergency, Yuri has to babysit Anya. He takes her to a place where kids and parents get to practice different jobs. The first job they're given is police interrogator. Yuri is shocked when Anya's admittedly silly interrogations work. When it's his turn, he unconsciously slips into his violent interrogator mode. The third story is about Franky. I don't want to say that means you can skip it, but you can skip it. Franky gets a crush on a blind singer at the hospital. They fall in love over time. He panics when she's about to have surgery to fix her eyesight. He begs Twilight for a mask so she'll think he's handsome. This is a trick. He knows he and Elisa can never be together, so he breaks up with her. He wanted the mask so she would never recognize his real face. In the fourth story, a famous painter asks if he can do a family painting. Twilight and Yor panic, because the painting might blow their cover. Yor does increasingly ridiculous things to hide her face, while Twilight plans to steal the painting. It turns out the artist is experimenting in a new medium, so the painting looks nothing like them. In a bonus short story, two waitresses gossip about various married couples. They think the Forgers are a perfect family. The waitresses are inspired by the Forgers to get married themselves. The end. Post-book follow-up. I thought this was a pretty good adaptation of the Spy X Family manga. Everyone feels in character, and the stories are close enough to the manga that I don't think anyone would blink an eye if one of these stories appeared on the TV show. I've read so many bad novelizations of movies, written by people who clearly didn't see the movie. It's always much better when you have a novelization written by somebody who knows the source material. The illustrations by Tatsuya Endo are nice, but I wish there had been a lot more, maybe 4 full-page illustrations per story. I liked the first 2 stories better than the second 2 stories. Sorry, Franky. The story about the family portrait was okay, but I would have preferred a more serious story with Twilight and Yor. I was actually led to believe the entire book was a super serious story with lots of spy stuff and her as Thorn Princess. The cover makes it look like they'll be going undercover, but nope, there's none of that in this book. Well, since I like 2 stories and half like the other 2, that means I give Spy X Family Portrait a 7.5 out of 10.